Hey Fallen, this is Magic People, and man, I gotta say, I just watched your two most recent videos. The one where you talk about Lauren and sub counts and all that stuff, and of course the one where you just had a bit of a farewell, a bit of a sending off. And just kind of talking off the top of my head, the first thing is that it's very disheartening to see someone like yourself kind of thrown in the towel. I mean, I don't blame you. Looking at your reasoning, like I understand, and the thing that kind of comes to my mind, or I guess what you could say, the thing that I can relate with is you talking about motivation, and you just don't feel like it's paying off. I guess would be a good way of summarizing what you said, and that's kind of frightening because to me YouTube has been this amazing ride, and I looked at your channel and like you basically started a month before I did, and based on how things are going for me, in a month's time I'll be exactly where you're at. 500 something subscribers. You have pretty awesome audience, really active audience, amazing view counts considering the size of your channel, and what you're talking about I'm starting to kind of feel now. It's like there was this thrill, and man, I feel like I sound so arrogant putting it this way because I should be grateful, but when I started there was this thrill of getting a video on a channel bigger than mine, and then all of a sudden it's like, holy crap, 6 subscribers, oh my god, like 6 subscribers in a day, holy shit. It was amazing, and I value making a video and only getting 2, 3, 4, 5 subscribers. I value it less for some reason, which is horrible to admit. It's like it's almost as if I feel like I'm entitled to more since I've had some success, which isn't true at all. I guess I have to earn it as much as I did back then. That's just the way it works. But it's kind of disappointing to see you where I will be soon, hopefully, just kind of succumb to what these feelings are. And I'll tell you a couple things. I'm going to talk about some of the things you mentioned in the videos, and I'm also going to tie it in with everything I'm talking about right now. To me, I'm at a point where I don't know what to do next. I don't know what to do with YouTube. So I really took some time and I sat and I thought about it. I thought about what do I want to get out of this? What do I want to do next? And something that people from my channel who are watching this, they'll know what I'm talking about. But something that kind of clicked, something that kind of popped into my head was that what YouTube, especially with the commentating genre, what's really missing is that connection. And don't get me wrong, it's amazing. Like I watched the goodbye video and I saw the comments that people left. That is incredible. It's an incredible connection between you and your viewers. But nonetheless, what's missing in general is that interaction between people, between content makers and viewers alike. And what I'm doing, and something that I plan on sticking with, and I want to challenge you to consider doing the same. I want to challenge you to come back. Sure, take your time, evaluate your situation, maybe post less often, maybe take it easier with YouTube, sure. But I want to challenge you to come back, and I want to challenge you to make a video response to my video response, because that's what I've been doing with other YouTubers. I feel like what we're missing is that connection and the conversation. Now, I don't want to go too deeply into that because everyone is going to get tired of me saying the same thing over and over, but that one-on-one connection. I've never been more interested in watching a video than one of the most recent ones sent to me. It was a video response to my response, and it was addressed specifically to me, and that the fact that it was just to me was so incredibly interesting and rewarding that it's really pushed me to actively look out other people on my subscription list, such as yourself, and like I want to have a conversation. So I'm throwing the ball in your court in that regards, and I hope to hear back from you. I think that'd be great, because that's really what this is about. It's the connections you make, it's the conversations you have, it's what you learn, what you can experience from other people that you can take that you wouldn't have necessarily seen yourself. So I hope that this maybe influences you. I hope that you can take a moment and consider some things. But I guess moving on, just there's a few things that you talked about in your commentary, the migrate plan one specifically, and a couple things that really popped out into my own mind, and I thought I'd share my thoughts on that too. And you said sub count doesn't matter. You talked about your friend who had 2,500 subscribers. He said, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm more concerned with having the active viewers, to paraphrase. And it's amazing how much that clicked, especially in the last day or two, because I'm looking, again, I just told you I'm trying to figure out what to do, whatever. I'm trying to figure out how to grow my channel because I want to have more of an audience because it's more rewarding, of course. And what I did through doing that was I looked at some of the people who I first looked up to when I just started. And these aren't big names like some of the ones you were suggesting. These are like, honestly, people that aren't dramatically bigger than ourselves. Again, not to name names, but people who I have that have like 1,600 subscribers. You know, and to me that was like incredible. They had been doing it for just over a year. They had 1,600. I'm like, wow, like they must really got it going on. And to be honest, I can't quite figure it out because looking at their videos, like they get less than 200 views a video for some things. That honestly, their view counts are almost on par with mine, and I'm at 430, which again makes me realize that I should really appreciate the audience that I have because they're freaking awesome. But it's still kind of boggling my mind to see these successful people that, to some extent or another, I almost look at them as less successful as than I thought they were. I'd much more value, I should say, having the active audience and having I'd rather have an active audience than having a huge sub base. But anyways, guys, and specifically to you, Fallen, and everyone else listening, those are my thoughts. And again, just I want to challenge you to take a moment, think about things, and don't necessarily let this community that you've established just fade away. Don't let it die. You know, I think that it's worthwhile to hold on to because of the connections and just the fun you can have with this. But anyways, that's all for me. I'll talk to you later. Take it easy, man.